So every year, my family hosts what we call the Great Board Game Throwdown, basically an excuse to eat too much cheese and see who can hold a grudge the longest over a game of Monopoly. This year started off as per usual. My cousin Dave was already hiding cash under the table, my sister was arguing about whether free parking counts for anything, and Grandma was eyeing the banker roll like a hawk with a mortgage. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary, except Grandma quietly set a calculator next to her pile of money, which we all assumed was just her being thorough. About halfway through the game, things started getting suspicious. Grandma wasn't just using the calculator for her own money, she was offering to manage everyone else's math. "Let me help you with that, dear," she'd say, snatching up our cash and clicking away like she was day trading. Suddenly, the bank seemed to be running a deficit, and every time someone landed on her property, she'd ask, "Are you paying the right interest rate?" Dave tried to protest, but she flashed him a spreadsheet she'd whipped up, and he went pale. I think she charged him for the emotional labor of explaining the rent. By the time we realized what was happening, Grandma had somehow acquired every property on the board, including ones we didn't know existed. She started offering mortgages at family rates, which, as it turns out, are only slightly less predatory than payday loans. Even the dog token was looking nervous. She implemented a breathing tax, claiming we were depleting the oxygen in her living room, and my sister had to mortgage her last railroad just to avoid being charged for sighing too loudly. I tried to form a coalition with my cousins, but she hit us with a surprise inheritance tax and foreclosed on our alliance. The game finally ended when Grandma stood up, calculator in hand, and declared, "Well, it seems I own everything, including your dignity. If you'll excuse me, I'm off to collect rent from the fridge." And that's how I learned that in Monopoly, and in life, never trust someone who brings a calculator to family game night. They're just trying to compound your interest.